In my house, I have remotes lying around everywhere and I need them, but I don't like how they look scattered around my living room. So in today's video, I've thought of a solution. Obviously, it involves resin. I mean, you should know that by now. So I'm excited. Let's get to it. So I have this storage book. Basically, it's a box that looks like a book. This is an old one, so it has a few like marks and stuff on there. It's a bit tatty, and we are going to resin this, and hopefully then I have something aesthetic where I can store all my remotes. Let's prep this. So the first thing I want to do is prime this, and I'm using some white gesso here. Obviously use a primer or gesso of the color that you would kind of be pouring with, so like a similar color, but I'm just using white in this case because I'm going for like a neutral palette on here, but you do you. And also I'm only going to be working on the top surface of this book and possibly the side edge, but that's about it. So I'm not going to bother priming the back of this. Once that's done and the primer is dry, I'm going to create a barrier of UV resin, and you've probably seen me do this before. What I like to do is go around the edge with a thin line of UV resin and cure it, and then this way when we do our resin pour, it's not going to go all over the place. So I don't have to worry about adding any liquid latex or tapes or any of those things, because hopefully this is going to be holding the resin in. The UV lamp that I'm using and the resin that I'm using are all from Jade Official's, links in the description below. Once this barrier is created, I can go ahead and mix up some resin. I'm using fast cure on this occasion. I mean, you can use whatever you like, and like I said, I'm going with a neutral palette. So I have like a beigey color, I have some clear, and I have some gold. And another reason to keep these colors is that I wanted to have kind of like the similar color as the base, so I didn't want it to be awkward as a whole. So my base of this book is kind of that beigey nudie color, so I'm going with that palette. If you've been here long enough, you know how much I love dirty pours, or I don't know, cup pours. So I'm just pouring in some of each of the pigments and just making a cup of it and then laying it down, and I'm kind of going in a diagonal motion here. I like to do a little at a time, like as in mixing a little bit of those colors into a cup and then pouring it out, and then I can see what's coming out of the cup and then adjust accordingly. Like for example, I feel like I don't have too much gold, so I'm going to go in with some gold on the edges here to sort of give those veinings of gold and kind of highlight those areas. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, just do what you like, just go with the flow, honestly. And as far as the barrier goes, it worked everywhere else except for one corner, which you see me wiping. So what I did was just give it a little wipe, take off the excess resin, and then I added some more UV resin, like kind of build that barrier up again and cured it. So hopefully I don't have it like dripping all the way down the side. So I'm happy with how this is looking. I have popped my bubbles, and what I want to do next is add some crystal clusters on top, because of course you know how much I love crystals. These ones, however, are just sort of acrylic stones of different sizes that I have at a previous time just kind of used a little bit of resin and made into like small clusters, just because I find those easier. Like I find it easier when they're already in clusters rather than individual. Putting some of these down in that big sort of beige section there, because I feel like that could do with some crystals. And I also decided to drip some gold on the crystals.
Later that same evening.
Okay, so this is now cured, and I think we need to now move on to address this side. And the easiest way that I can think of doing it is just to add some crystals and just fill it up, because this side is a bit curved and I think pouring resin on here is just going to make things worse. I think let's just go ahead and add a ton of crystals and cover it up, and then we'll move on to some of the finishing touches. And while I'm laying these crystals down, I want to take a moment to thank Doris at DF Designs. Thank you so much, Doris, for liking, commenting, subbing, and all of your support that you show, all of the love that you show to my videos. I really appreciate it. I decided it was easier to lay down these rocks with the book laying flat. So I did the top portion and then I came back and did the bottom bit of crystals. This is a slow process, you guys. It takes a while. So let me show you Skye, who will probably be more entertaining, and he's here to remind you to like, comment and sub. Okay, so last bit of crystal going on. I think it looks crystallized enough. So I'm finally ready to show you what this looks like and if it can actually store my remotes. I absolutely love how this turned out. I mean, I love this crystal moment. I know I wasn't a big fan of the color earlier, but I think it looks really nice now. It looks neutral, would go with any decor, and such a super simple project to do. So I hope this video has inspired you in some way, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye. If you've enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will like these too, so go check them out.